Welcome to Forest Stories. Today we are exploring the wondrous world of digital media arts. Stay tuned.
All right, let's do this.
Huntington University's studio production class presents
Forester Stories, where we get in touch with the roots of our community.
one branch at a time.
I am your host, Bennett Schomburg. Today I'm here with the wonderful Dr. Lance Clark, Dean of the Arts here at Huntington University.
Yep, Dean of the School of the Arts.
That's some big title.
I know.
Well, we have a few questions for you today. How long have you worked at Huntington, and what did you come in as originally?
Well, Bennett, first of all, thank you for letting me be on the show. Been excited for this all week.
Well, thank you for
and
having me.
I started in 1993. I was an instructor of communication. And over the years, I just kind of hung around long enough and kind of climbed the ranks and became a full professor about 10 years ago, and then have also grown into some administrative stuff. And now I'm really enjoying teaching film and television production, and also serving as the Dean of the Arts here at Huntington University.
Well, is there any highlights of your many years here?
Yeah, that is such a big question. There's been so many highlights over the years, but I'll tell you one that really stood out to me. About 5 years ago, I was able to direct a short film called The Gift of Hope. We partnered with Youth for Christ. It was one of their stories, and we retold it and set it back in 1969. And it's a story of a young girl that was wrapped up with her mother selling drugs. She was selling drugs to help her mother out illegally, and she knew it was wrong. She's a young girl, 10, 11 years old, and then she makes a really strong choice to not do that and to serve, and find God and her faith. And boy, I tell you, it was a huge opportunity for our program. We had about 25, 30 students working on it. We casted professionally out of Chicago for the first time. We partnered with the animation department. We had a pro group that came in to help us had a big grip truck and all the professional gear. We had the red camera for the first time. And we hired these professionals to be department leads, and then the students mentored underneath those department leads. And I tell you what, it was really life-changing for the film side of our program to have this experience. And out of that really is what launched us into pushing forward into our junior thesis level film. So it was a great experience. Truly enjoyed it. And it won all kinds of awards. And I'm not saying it was collaborative, but it won really a lot of awards nationally too, which was really rewarding.
Oh, wow. Since you've been here for 28 years, you've had a lot of students coming in and out of the program. What are some of your former students doing now?
I'll tell you what, I love our alumni, and they've been doing some incredible things over the years. Way back in the 90s, we had students that were graduating. They'd gone on to work doing professional media at, Depew, doing, filming surgeries and all kinds of stuff, to Home Shopping Network, hosting that, to working at some of the best top ABC, NBC, CBS affiliate stations across the country. We've had a couple of our former alumni come back and teach in our program, which has been absolutely fantastic. Adam Widener was this Top Gun reporter for CBS, and I made the call a few years ago, and he's like, yeah, I'll come and serve. And so Adam, I love working with him, and Professor Webb, another alumni, came back, and Curtis Woods. I could go through the list. We're just blessed to have that. And also, hey, this is not a nice little bragging right, but we've got an alumni that's working on the set of The Mandalorian. Big time films, small projects, small mom and pop places, church media. I love it. They're doing such good things.
Wonderful. Stay tuned after this short break where we will talk to Lance about his favorite film. Welcome back to Force Stories. Lance Clark is still here with us talking about DMA. So, the biggest question of today, what is your favorite film and why?
What? You cannot ask me that question. My favorite film?
Yes, your favorite all-time film.
Okay, I am, that's a lot. Okay, how about we back up? Maybe one of the most influential films.
That will work.
Okay, so here I am, I'm 12 years old, and I snuck into a movie theater. I did pay, but I snuck in because my parents didn't want me to go to movies by myself, or I wasn't even allowed to go to films back in the day, so I snuck in to this film called Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I saw it here, there's this giant screen. I'm in a movie theater with my friends, and on comes the film. And there's a scene where Harrison Ford, takes his bag of sand and swaps it out for the gold idol head. And then he takes off with it, and there's arrows flying. And he's, this giant ball starts just rolling down the hill after him. At the end of that film, I was so blown away. I had never experienced anything like that. One, I'd only been to a few movies. And two, afterwards, I saw this, I'm like, I don't know what this is that I just experienced, but I want to be a part of this someday. It was such an incredible experience, and it just changed me. It made me want to be a part of the movie-making industry. And that's why I decided to go on and study communication at college, and then eventually get my cinematography degree, and then my PhD.
Well, that's some story. How has the technology of the film and broadcast have changed over the years?
It's radically changed. It started out analog and also, chemistry, chemical. I studied film when it was film in my master's program, and it's just gone from analog to digital to high definition, and now we're talking, 12K, is now the new thing coming out. And I stopped trying to keep up with it at some point because I found out you're always chasing that. It's exhausting, right? I'll tell you what doesn't change are the fundamentals. The fundamentals of color, sound, space, tone, rhythm. Those are the fundamentals. It doesn't matter what camera you have. I've got the iPhone here with it shoots beautiful pictures, takes great film. This is the best camera I got right now. I can shoot incredible things with this. I can also go to our cage and check out the Red camera, the Eva, and all that, and shoot incredible things too. So it's really, I don't get so hooked on the technology anymore. And we have state-of-the-art technology in our television and animation and film sides of our programs. I'm really more interested in story. And one of the things that I say over and over and over again is I quote Ephesians 2:10, which is we're created to create. You're created to create. Everyone in this room is created to create. And using the technology that we have available, you can do incredible things through that and still honor the story, through that. And I'm all about good stories that really are life-affirming, God-honoring, and so forth. So that's what gets me up in the morning. That's why I get so excited about coming to Huntington every day to teach here. And I get to work with the best students in the world. So I love what I do.
And that's always important. But that is all the time we had for today. Thank you for agreeing to come on today.
Great.
And tune in next week as we talk to Quentin Graves about the wondrous world of admissions.